I'd like to ask our Parks and Recreation Commission Chairman, Mr. Andy Cota, to say a few words.
I'm a lifelong resident of Derby, and the only thing that I can always remember is how close I am to everybody in this community. And the whole valley is like that. And I always think of connections whenever I think of Derby. Every face that I see here, I think I know everybody. I probably know all of your family. I was lucky enough to have been the police chief for a number of years. I got to serve in Derby for many, many years, and proud to have done that. But I always think of the connections that we have. And no matter what happens from the time we're little kids, like when our kids are playing football, how much we remember all of those things. And we all just kind of just come together on such a great level that we all know about what it is that we want to do, how we want to get there. And when I talk about connections, the thing that I have to remember is how we got here today. It all started out, I think it was back in 1999 when Jack Walsh and his committee were trying to figure out how to come about all of the facilities that we need in order to have sports be vibrant in the community. And with that, they developed a program, and they carried it forward, and all the politicians and all of the chairman boards and all of the people that are on these boards, Board of Education, all of these people have tried for years and years to move forward with that project. From 1999 until Dr. Conway arrived here a few years ago, we were able to finally make a connection to make this happen. And how that connection happened was Dr. Conway was able to get to the right people at Hartford. He was able to wake somebody up and say, let's get to work on these particular projects. Can we do something? And that actually was a very great thing to do, but then the funds started to dwindle. We were unable to get the amount of money that we were able to need to do these particular projects. So with that said, as we've said before, that what happened was through a phone call, another connection was made, where after the loss of some of the money from the state, which is also, we're grateful for that, is that they were able to make connections with Joan Payden. And she was just opened her heart right up to Derby. She's one of our family members, and we recognize that. And she's picked up this thing, and she's just traveled with it. One phone call from a former member of part of our family. Her father, just like the rest of us and probably all of our children, had the same knocks and bumps out there on this football field, on the baseball field, wherever they played. They remembered Derby. There was a certain blood that just flows through this community. And he realizes that. His daughter realizes that. And with that, Joan has decided that we're worthy, that she would bring her father's name back into our community. So we would all remember his name, but we would all be attached like a big family. And I think that's what we are. And I think as we move forward in this great community, I think that this is going to be the earmark that's going to make Derby something completely different. It's just going to grow in such a manner that we're going to see great things. I hope that downtown is fulfilled and all the other projects that we've always talked about, so that when somebody drives through the valley, they don't just go up Route 8 or down 34. They're going to want to stop in Derby, and they're going to want to see the great things that we have here and will have. Thank you.